so we stay warm.
Okay, so we're out here in the cold outside of National Grid's former office. Back in the day, this was Narragansett Electric, and we're demanding that they open this office again. They can afford it. They have an office in Brooklyn, New York. We think there's no reason why New Yorkers should have it better than Rhode Islanders, right?
Amen, yes.
So we pay our bills just like they do in New York. Let's reopen this office. You know, there's a lot of unintended consequences. We're going to hear some testimonies from folks about reasons why it's so important to have this office open. And we're also going to sing some holiday carols that really hit home around this season, why it's important for people to be able to have at least the respect to have some face-to-face interaction. We know that people, you know, when we call right now, you're talking to somebody in Syracuse, New York. They're not always familiar with our laws and regulations here. We know that folks that are struggling financially might not have a bank account, right? So they need that face-to-face interaction. They might be reliant on check cashing. We know that many people, English isn't our first language, so we need the translation. We need to have accessibility. We also need accessibility. Just yesterday I was talking to somebody that he had an interpreter because he was deaf, right? So we want an accessible, available office opened here at Melrose Street, and you know, we don't think it's too much to ask. We've been asking this for years.
Bible.
We know that National Grid has made a stronger commitment to come to some community agencies, including the George Wiley Center, and although that's great, that's necessary, it's not sufficient, right? We want someplace where anyone, if you're facing shut-off, if you're shut off, you can come and talk to somebody and know more about your rights and get problems resolved and have the dignity of at least being able to pay your bill. Right now, as it stands, when folks sometimes they go to a local payment place and they may not be aware that it's what's called a non-authorized payment facility. And there's a delay often, sometimes up to 12 days, sometimes a week. And so you're talking about people who are shut off, that pay their bill, and then they have to wait an additional almost 2 weeks to get restored. On other occasions, we've heard from people, we know people that have gone and they're trying to pay their bill on time, right? They assume it's going to get there in a couple days, and there's a huge delay. So these are easy issues to resolve for National Grid that makes billions of dollars off of utility customers. It's not too much to ask. So I'm going to ask for a couple people to share some testimonies of people that have just in the last few days been directly affected by this issue, and then we're going to sing some holiday carols. So and once again, my name is Camille. I'm the coordinator of the George Wiley Center. This is Marion Morrow, and she's a tremendous organizer at the George Wiley Center. She's going to share a story with us.